daughter is speaking out following her father's tragic death. Just a day after Gene was found dead in his Santa Fe, New Mexico home, the Oscar-winning actor's daughter, Elizabeth Jean Hackman, is sharing how she believes her father may have died. Telling TMZ that she suspects carbon monoxide poisoning may be to blame for the death of the 95-year-old, his wife Betsy Arakawa, and their dog. In an affidavit obtained by E! News February 27th, Detective Roy Arden of the Santa Fe Sheriff's Office states that authorities were called to Gene's home around 1:40 p.m. on February 26th after a neighbor called requesting a welfare check. Upon arrival, police noticed that the front door of the house was open, but that there were no signs of forced entry. Once inside the home, 2 bodies were found, which were later identified as Gene and Betsy, along with their dog. The docs go on to state that an investigation regarding the couple's death is warranted, saying, "At this time, the manner and cause of death pertaining to Eugene Gene Allen Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's passing is unknown." Affiant believes the circumstances surrounding the death of the 2 deceased individuals to be suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation because the reporting party found the front door of the residence unsecured and opened, and no obvious signs of a gas leak. However, Santa Fe authorities are confirming to NBC News that, quote, "foul play is not suspected as a factor."
So we got an update here in the Gene Hackman very mysterious case. Him and his wife found deceased, and you hear the daughter there saying what everyone's saying, but it's so crazy because the authorities have been saying right away, right off the rip, that carbon monoxide poisoning / gas leak are not what happened. And that's wild because that's what everyone's thought, including his daughter here now, as like, how could they all be deceased in the house again? Him, the wife, and the dog. 2 dogs outside, living it up, good to go, just doing dog stuff. So it's so just like, what happened? You know, it's just the flucker with me. It seems so mysterious. And then you hear there the neighbor calling in. I'm sure the police have caught up with the neighbor who requested the welfare check, and you know, like, what made him do it? Why had he just not seen Gene and wife for a while? And it's clear Gene Hackman, 95 years old. I mean, how long can you really live? This guy lived a long ass life, but you can see him looking very frail in some of these photos compared to his typical weight and stature. You could just see Father Time had caught up to him a little bit. So it could be something as simple as that the neighbor just may have a rapport with Gene and know of his age. And maybe, as you see in some of the reports there about them doing the search, they found some medical paperwork where they were able to log into an online database or cloud or something like that where you can get test results, is what it seems. And then the wife, which, if you didn't catch originally, when they found her and Gene were in separate rooms and the dog was in a whole nother room as well, she was in the bathroom, pills scattered all about, and a space heater next to her that authorities theorize fell when she fell. So like, she collapses, pills fall, space heater falls, and you know, it's like, again, it's just so mind-blowing. If they're ruling out carbon monoxide / gas leak, what else is there? Poisoning? I don't know. But as far as these pills go, authorities are saying that this is like really important news, or evidence, or a piece of the puzzle here. But the pills are just a thyroid medication, and pills discovered near Arakawa's body, considered important evidence in the investigations. The meds were ID'd as a thyroid medication, Tylenol, and blood pressure medication, which is wild. I have a family member who is on not those exact same meds, but pretty much like the same meds in a sense, same type of meds, they do the same thing. And I know thyroid is not something you want to have issues with. It can cause a lot of problems. But it's just getting back to this whole thing here. I just still really am just taken aback by this. The circumstances again is shout out my guy Jay Millie. He pointed out in one of his lives, and I pointed out in mine, one of my videos. We concur on this. Husband and wife found deceased. That's nothing new. But the dog too. How many times have you ever seen that? What got in the dog system as well? What in the fluck is going on? Could the authorities just be wrong about the gas leak / carbon monoxide poisoning? Again, the daughter jumps right away saying that's what she thinks it is. That's what everyone's been saying. And that's kind of what logic would bring you to, but authorities just rule it out so fast. It's weird. And then now they're doubling down in this newest update. Like the day it all happened, that they just made this grim discovery, it was put out via press releases from law enforcement to the news media outlets. No gas, no carbon monoxide, and now they're reiterating it. So they would look like some real morons if somehow it turned out to be that, but I don't think that's what it is. And then with them saying that the medicine is very important evidence, did they just like take a bunch of pills? You know what I mean? Blood pressure could fuck you up. You could off yourself that way, I think. But yeah, man, I'm just sitting here thinking out loud a little bit while I'm talking to you guys. I swear I have never in my life seen a situation so crazy like this. And as I was pointing out in the initial videos, the vibes that I'm getting when you take all this info in are just all bad, creepy, spooky, like something bad happening there. And then I wanted to point out too, the door being open. What's up with that? Did Jean or the wife just happen to open the door, go outside or something, come back in and leave it open? Or could something even more bizarre have happened? I wonder if with the search warrant they dusted the house and everything like that for prints. I don't know, but man, here we are with a bit of an update, but still so clueless in a sense. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And listen, I'm going to share a link to a video that I guess you could kind of say it's out there a bit. I don't know. It's wild. It's something to look into though. It's weird, and it seems like someone just playing games, but at the same time there's something weird about it, which is the weird circumstances and some of the things that I've heard about where Hackman lived. So check that out. R.I.P. Gene Hackman, his wife, the dog. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. Again, you kind of got to put your tinfoil hat on a bit. I'm not saying that this is like something super pertinent, but it was just something a little bit bizarre with such a bizarre set of circumstances behind these two deceased humans and one dog. Again, two dogs outside, full of life, just doing them. But the video is a bit long. It's over 20 minutes. It ain't 30 though. I think it's like 22 or 23. And there's just some weird stuff on there that I can't even get into to break it down at all. But if you want to check it out, do just that. Subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. As always, if you're new to this channel, it's all about hearing from the people. You know, we coffee talk it up on news, stories, music, sports, current events, all kinds of stuff. And I really need help from the people trying to decipher what in the fuck happened here, because I swear this is spooky, man. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace. God bless. Stay focused. Live life, y'all.